Good morning. I just wanted to do a review of yesterday's police presentation. It was a little bit long and maybe difficult to understand for some people. So I'm just going to go through some of the most important parts to help you understand. So I'm just going to get the PowerPoint that she used yesterday and go through a few things from there. So we talked about your rights in Canada, and we're just going to begin by looking at just your legal rights. So there are a few points included in your legal rights. First, security, meaning everybody has the right to be safe. Secure from unreasonable search. So in other words, the police cannot look at you, think you look different, think maybe they don't like you, and ask to search your clothing, your pockets, your car, etc. They have to have some kind of reason. You can't be imprisoned or detained for no reason. So they can't say, oh, you seem to be a little bit strange looking, or I think that person looks suspicious. Let's put him in a jail cell. They cannot do that without some kind of reason. If you get arrested, you have to be told the reason why. So in Canada, the police do not simply take people off the street and put them into jail. They must explain what's going on. And then you must see a judge in a reasonable time. They're not going to keep you in a jail cell for several years before you see a judge to explain what happened. And when they have you in their custody, they cannot treat you badly. So they must give you food, water, allow you to sleep. They cannot hurt you in any way. Okay. So what happens with being arrested? As we said, the police cannot arrest you for absolutely no reason, simply because you look different or because they don't like you. There must be a reason. So first, maybe they have a warrant, a paper from a judge because he has evidence that you did something wrong. So if the police have a warrant, they can go and arrest you. Or if the police think you broke the law. They don't have to be sure, but they have to have some good information that tells them you probably did something wrong. If they realize later that they were wrong, they will release you and not charge you with the crime. Okay. The police, again, must tell you why they are arresting you. So in this example, they might say, you are under arrest for theft under $5,000 for stealing clothing. If arrested, they will use handcuffs, and that's for their own protection because some criminals are going to try to hurt the police officers, to jump out of the car, etc. And you will be placed into the back of their police vehicle. Okay, so what are your rights when you're arrested? Again, very important. They will explain to you why they have arrested you, and they will tell you your rights, and they will make sure that you understand them. If not, perhaps they will have to get a translator. Okay, after you have been arrested, you have the right to speak to a lawyer. Okay, the police will give you the chance to speak with a lawyer. If you don't have any money, free legal aid will be given to you. It's your choice if you speak to the police. So in Canada, if you say, I don't want to say anything right now, or I want to wait for a lawyer, that is your choice. The police can't try and trick you. They can't say, if you tell us this happened, we will let you go. Or they can't threaten. They cannot say, if you don't tell us you did this, you're going to be thrown in jail forever. So remember, they can't promise you something or threaten you. And remember, anything you do say to them can be used as evidence. Okay. Oops. Okay. So after being arrested, they are allowed to hold you for up to 1 full day, 24 hours. It may not be that long, but they are permitted to do that in order to question you and figure out some more information. Also, if you are under the influence of alcohol or drugs, they need to keep you until you are sober so that you can sign the documents with a clear mind. Okay, again, it's your right to be kept safe if you're arrested and held in their custody. So they need to give you food, water, and attend to medical problems. And now the Regina police have 2 paramedics that work with them to take care of people who have been arrested. Okay, after you are arrested and the police question you, it will go to court. We have a criminal code that the judges follow, like a rule book. And they're also going to look at the seriousness, the criminal's background. Have they done this before? And then they're going to decide if they will give a punishment, a fine, or set another court date. If it goes to court and a jury finds you guilty, that means there was enough evidence to show that you committed this crime. And it will go into your criminal record. It's like your file. This is not good because if you have a criminal record, you may not be able to get a job because many employers want to see if you have a criminal record. Landlords sometimes ask about criminal records, volunteering, travel. Sometimes you're not permitted to travel if you have been convicted as a criminal. Also, you have to be careful about your status in Canada. So you could possibly be deported if you commit a very serious crime in Canada. And if you are considered possibly dangerous or not responsible enough to take care of a family, the government may take custody of your children. Okay, so those are the only things that we're going to look at. So just remember, you must be told why you are being arrested. There must be some reason for you to be arrested or searched. You must be treated well, not beaten by police. And if you are, you need to report this. They can keep you for 24 hours unless they find enough proof to hold you longer. You will then see a judge who will look at the evidence and decide what should happen. And finally, if you are convicted, there are many possible punishments, some as easy as a fine or a restraining order to stay away from people, others as serious as many, many years in jail. And that criminal record is going to be a problem for you when getting a job, volunteering, traveling, staying in Canada, etc. Okay, so I hope that made it a little bit more clear. And if you have any other questions, you can ask your teachers.